Hey y'all, and finally, welcome back to this gorgeous game called Satisfactory. I was trying to work out some kinks in my new hardware configuration, got a new graphics card that I installed to try to handle this game a little better. You might already notice a difference. But thank you all for your patience and understanding in this transition. During that time, after I got my graphics card and I was trying to get all the kinks worked out, I was doing some test recordings and I decided to start over with this game. So you may notice I don't have anything out in the distance. Everything's behind me. But I'm standing where I used to have my power plant, my massive coal power plant. Well, it's over there now. I started over, moved the coal over to there, and this is my copper production. It is going crazy. Like, my wire is totally full. Need to build a bigger storage unit. But I just decided to redo some stuff because this was like, new graphics card, new beginning. Moved the hub over to there, and I built these two massive things. I decided I liked the walls idea to enclose things. And these walkways are freaking amazing. But I built two separate factories over here. You can sort of see some stuff glitching through the wall there. I'm sure that'll be taken care of in future builds. But I enclosed nearly all, well actually everything that I needed in order to make modular frames over here. I've got these things. And I learned something. I put foundations on top of nodes. I can still build the miners and they'll still work. Which is pretty crazy. But this is completely backed up. It is totally full. It has been running for a while. Everything is at maximum capacity, including these modular frames, which I'm going to use to bring upstairs to probably make reinforced modular frames as soon as I can get all that set up. And over here, I've got a couple other things being made in here. This is a much larger, more complicated factory, not nearly as well laid out. But I've got steel pipes coming down from the ceiling. I've also got steel beams coming down from the ceiling. And they are going in to be making rotors, stators, encased industrial beams, just everything in here. And so over here, I've got a lot of encased industrial beams. I can use those for Mark IV conveyor belts. I can use them for the, what's it called? It's the reinforced and heavy modular frames, rather. Got motors for days. And over here, I've just got reinforced iron plates being made because I need them. I like using them. Some of these conveyors are actually Mark II conveyors, which require the reinforced plates, which I have an alternate recipe for. It's making 3 at once. Now, this is not 100% efficient. It never was. But it's working. And that's the important part. And if I just go off and do my own thing, these will run and they will work. I've also been messing around with the color gun. These walls are normally bright friggin' orange. But the color gun is actually a lot of fun. But if we come over here, we can see that I have this set up. This is where my oil is going to come to. I've got oil production set up out there. It's not hooked up yet. That's where this power line runs to. And I'll have a truck running back and forth, dropping stuff off at a truck station right here, which will then be fed out to a number of different refineries to make plastic, rubber, and fuel. Probably have 4 plastic, 4 rubber, and 2 fuel, just so that I know I have enough to make this work. But that's my goal for today, is to get this all built, organized, and working properly, so that we can have plastic and rubber being fed out to these factories to make computers and other things. So that's what I want to do. And I don't yet have the fuel power set up, but I will once I get everything all going. So let's get to it. Progress updates galore to come. I'll be back. Isn't that just beautiful? Watching all the parts move. It's awesome. And there we go. Got 3 making plastic, 3 making rubber, and 2 making fuel. Turns out I couldn't quite fit them all in. I had to downsize a little bit. But that should be more than enough. It really should be. Now I just gotta hook up the oil over here, and we can get this going. The problem is, what's my power consumption? Yeah. See, it's right about 300 at the moment, and where is it? Where is it? Up here. The oil pumps take 40 each, and these take 50 each. So that's 150, 300, 400 more megawatts of power than I need, that I just don't have at the moment. But I think what I can do is I can shut down these two factories for right now and just start producing the oil. And even I can shut down the copper production. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that and focus solely on oil for a moment. Then once I get my fuel and other stuff going and get those generators up along with the coal, then I will have more than enough power to be able to handle everything. So let's get to that. Everything is off. How am I consuming 1 megawatt of power? Oh, that must be the... Okay. I'm still working with the miner over there for the coal. So, if we come over here and we do our math again. Let's do that real quick. So that's 150, 300, 400. And I got 2 of those out there. So that's 480. And I'll have 2 of these. That's 520. I don't have that kind of power. But I can. I can. I just need to get my biofuel generators up and running again. I've got some biofuel stored up in this truck. So we can make this work. We can make this work. Alrighty. 540 megawatts of power. Now I just gotta go pick up some stuff. Pick up some oil in my truck. So let's go ahead and start recording. Let's get a route plotted out there. Follow our power lines, because it's a good 2 kilometers out. I'll have to do this again once I get a better truck. This is a nice little drive out there. Okay, we've made it. Now we just wait here for a few seconds while it loads us up. We're good. Now we head back. I do sort of wish this truck was a little bit faster, but the bigger one is, and it can handle anything we throw at it once we get it. And there we go, we made the trip, and it's almost done unloading. Alright, we're going to finish recording and back out of it for right now. What I need to do is I need to take this out, fill it up with oil. What can I throw away that I don't need? That. The truck station out at the oil production is set up to give that station oil as fuel. Now we can just enable autopilot and it will drive off. And we've got our oil set up. Go, little truck. Go! Yay! And there it goes. Bye, truck. Oh, I forgot to hide the nodes. Oh well. I'll do that later. But for right now, need to see how these are doing. Yeah, they're getting plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Well, these might not be. Those are not. I may have to go down to just one of these. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alrighty. So, now that we have our oil refinery all set up. I'm going to let it make some parts so that we can have stuff to be able to build our manufacturers and get our heavy modular frames and computers going. So, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and y'all come back now.